Seto Bagdoyan is the Director of Forensic Audits and Investigative Service at the U.S. Government Accountability Office in Washington, D.C. During his time in that role, he's been tracking an increase in scams nationwide.
I don't think people like to think about it this way, but would you say scams and fraud is one of the biggest threats right now that Americans face?
Yes, of course.
Bagdoyan sat down with our national investigative team to break down the GAO's new 116-page report, which examines how 13 federal agencies can better respond to scams. The report identified key weaknesses, including no government-wide estimate of how much money is lost to scams, no clear, common definition of what qualifies as a scam, and no national strategy to effectively combat these issues. Bagdoyan also found many federal agencies lack risk assessments, a crucial step in proactively stopping scams.
The federal government is really very fragmented in its response. We're talking about very ad hoc responses that are not very closely coordinated. They don't know what to react to, basically, how to be proactive, how to take things down before they even appear to be a significant risk to consumers. So that is significant. Before you have a strategy, you have to assess what your risks are. What is the nature of these scams? Where are they originating? What makes best sense to counter them?
What do you think in terms of education efforts and effectiveness across the board needs to be done to improve how we combat scams and fraud?
Don't be silent, say something. File that report. You don't know, maybe 1,000 other people were victimized, and all of a sudden FTC says, we just got 1,000 of these this week. Maybe we should call the FBI. How about that U.S. Attorney's Office?
To demonstrate how inconsistent awareness can be, the GAO sampled 68 locations from 8 major gift card retailers across the country, including D.C. They found that while some scam warnings were clearly visible, others were barely noticeable, about the size of a gift card itself. The GAO made a list of recommendations for agencies, including having the FBI lead a government-wide initiative to define scams clearly and develop stronger countermeasures. They also recommended that agencies regularly measure their efforts to ensure they are actually working.
They don't know that. So they keep doing the same thing, whether or not it's working.
With this Watching Your Wallet, I'm Caresse Jackman.